The Standout Heritage Volunteers recognized in this category are nominated by heritage organizations across the state for their contributions to local heritage preservation efforts. The work of these volunteers is what brings us together in valuing and preserving our shared history. Here are the 2024 Standout Heritage Volunteers. James Walker Wilson III with the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park. Since 2018, James Wilson has volunteered hundreds of hours each year at Lewis and Clark National Historical Park near Astoria. He contributes immeasurably to park visitors and staff members' experiences. Maureen Smith with the Jackson County Heritage Association. Maureen has been actively engaged in heritage preservation and advocacy in Southern Oregon since 1979. Her work and dedication continues as she convenes the Jackson County Heritage Association while also engaged with other nonprofits. Lane Sawyer with the Oregon State Archives. Lane has given countless hours to the Oregon State Archives to help clean up historic metadata in the Oregon Historical Records Index and the early Oregonian databases. She continues to be a fount of knowledge for archive staff and researchers alike. Carol Phillips with Baker City Downtown. Carol is dedicated to preserving and showcasing the heritage of historic Baker City downtown through heritage projects, beautification initiatives, art installations, and supporting in any way she can. She is reliable, dependable, and a hard worker for any and all of these efforts. Dawn Eileen with Canby Historical Society. Dawn tackled various challenges including website updates, new fundraising methods, enhancing community engagement via social media, and service as board treasurer. She facilitated the transfer of historical archives and improved museum security. Jack Carroll with Travel Information Council, Oregon Historical Marker Committee. Jack serves as the dedicated foreman of the Salem Town Historical Marker Volunteer Crew, overseeing maintenance of Oregon's 100 historical markers. He led repairs on over 30 markers, traveling 800 miles last year. His role involves planning, coordination, supply management, and communication, vital for the program's success. Alice Mullally with Southern Oregon Historical Society. Alice's 40 years as a volunteer have had a meaningful impact on numerous aspects of the work at Southern Oregon Historical Society, including the research library and archives, the Window in Time program with JCLS, care and interpretation of Hanley House, and planning and execution of multiple public events programs at Hanley Farm. Katie Williams with the Oregon Museums Association. Katie served as a board member for 6 years during a pivotal period of growth and change of the Oregon Museum Association. As the program's committee chair, she led the charge on OMA's conversion to remote programming and webinars, coordinating heritage programs to support Oregon museum professionals statewide. Joanne Wittenberg with Friends of Cascade Locks Historical Museum and Museums of the Gorge. Joanne was central to founding the 501c3 Friends of the Cascade Locks Historical Museum to continue operations. She's a stalwart voice of calm leadership that uses historical insight to encourage change and new ideas. Joanne also founded the Bi-State Museums of the Gorge networking group. Jenna Fribley with Springfield History Museum. Jenna is an active member of the museum committee and has enthusiastically invested her time in helping with museum visioning, events, and projects, a time-intensive but significant documentation project, and sharing the Springfield Heritage Awards Committee. Adele Smith with Coos Art Museum. Dell has managed the Coos Art Museum permanent collection for more than 30 years. As the permanent collection curator, she plays a crucial role in caring for the museum's artworks, growing the collection, and ensuring that art is attainable for all on the Southern Oregon coast. Mark Brown with Oswego Heritage Council. Since 2016, Mark has contributed thousands of hours of volunteer work inventorying, cataloging, preserving, and archiving multiple historical collections at organizations across Lake Oswego. Chelsea Rose, Matias Trejo de Dios, and Laura Ferguson with Oregon Heritage Commission. Chelsea, Matias, and Laura volunteered 8 years of service coordinating heritage preservation activities across the state and developing partnerships and solutions to help heritage organizations move work forward. Charlotte Lehan with Oregon Commission on Historic Cemeteries. Charlotte served on the commission for 2 terms and acted as chair and vice chair during that time. She brought invaluable experience and knowledge in genealogy, mapping, and cemetery operations to the commission. Stephen Dow Beckham and Mark Taveskov with State Advisory Committee on Historic Preservation. Stephen and Mark served for over 8 years, providing expertise and recommendations during reviews for nominations for the National Register of Historic Places. Thank you to all the 2024 Standout Heritage Volunteers for your time, efforts, and passion.